Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back or to get over your ex. And today I am back with more responses to texts from your ex. I did one a few years ago and a lot of people thought they were very funny. And recently someone left a comment that said, "This is honestly hilarious. She should do a show of just reacting to these texts from exes." Well, I don't know about a show. I think maybe she means a video. So here I am, back with more responses to texts from your ex. But before I start, I want to welcome back the No Contact Army. Have you been a good little soldier or a bad little soldier? And if you've been good, then you have downloaded my app Silencio. The link is underneath every video and it will help you to stay in no contact. And if you too want to join the No Contact Army, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and the bell notification and you're in. And to read the No Contact Army manual, go to nocontactsecrets.com where you can read 2 free chapters before purchasing the book. All right, so let's get started. The first one says, "Please help. My ex contacted me a week after no contact saying, 'I want to talk. What should I do?'" And then there was a similar message, and this one said, "My ex texted me within a week of no contact saying, 'I want to talk. I didn't respond. Is that okay?'" No, this is a significant message. You want to talk to them. So if they want to talk, then of course you want to talk. But your response to that is going to be, talk about what? You know what they want. You don't know what they want to talk about. They can want to talk about the weather or whatever, you know? So you have to play kind of coy. Don't assume it's about the relationship or the breakup. And don't make it that easy for them to come back. So just say, talk about what? Okay, the next one, my ex texted, "I know you stopped talking to me, but Brazil was good." Yeah, you don't need to respond to that. It's like, why are you telling me about Brazil? Again, they're just trying to get you to respond, especially when he said, "Oh, I know you stopped talking to me." So they want you to go, "Oh, no, I didn't stop talking to you." But yeah, you did stop talking to them. So you don't need to respond to that. The next one. After 26 days of no contact, the ex-girlfriend that dumped and rebounded sent me a text last night with 2 pictures of a rare vehicle like mine that she saw on the road. She said, "I saw this and thought of you." What is she doing thinking of you if she's in a rebound? She's still with the rebound guy. I haven't responded. This is her second reach out. The first one was after 20 days just to say good morning and hope you're doing well. Yeah. So the first message was not a good morning text. What she meant was, "I can't believe I haven't heard from you. I feel guilty for ending things. I hope you don't hate me." When they say, "I'm just reaching out to see how you're doing," it's never to see how you're doing. Sorry. They want to know why you haven't tried to get back with them. It's their ego. And that's probably the first thing they're going to say when you start doing no contact. Most of you are going to get a message that says, "Oh, just call and see how you're doing, just checking to see how you're doing," because they assume you must be doing terribly. If you haven't tried to get a hold of them, you're so miserable you can't even contact them. So they just want to know why you've been silent. So that you can just give a thumbs up to. You don't need to respond to that. The next one, what if they say, "I hate you for making me feel this way," and then they blocked you? Well, so you can't make anyone feel any sort of way, and no one can make you feel a certain way. So you don't have to feel guilty for that. And then if she blocked you, well, there's nothing to respond to because she blocked you, right? So forget that. The next one, she contacted me 2 times. The first time I didn't respond, and she texted me, "It wasn't me who sent it," because she's too egotistical. She can't accept rejection. Exactly. So like what? Someone grabbed her phone and sent you a message? Sure. The next time she told me she misses me, but she accused me of things that are too vague, that she doesn't trust me, and that's why she's dumping me. I haven't done anything wrong. She's the one who hides things and behaves sketchily. I think you mean sketchy. So there's a quote that says, "He who mistrusts most should be trusted least." So if you really haven't done anything and someone is not trusting, that means they're up to something. Like if someone continually accuses you of cheating, but you've done nothing to make them think you're cheating, that's because they are probably cheating. So, yeah, you don't need to respond to that. She's still in her ego and she's still mad. So just leave her alone. She still needs time to cool off. Okay, the next one. After 3 months of being broken up, she texts, Do you still love me? This was at 1:30 a.m. I ignored for 2 days. What do I do? I wouldn't respond only because it was at 1:30 a.m. So you don't know if she was drunk or what. And you don't want to respond and then have her say the next day, oh, hey, sorry, I was drunk. So that you don't respond to, and you wait and see if she's going to reach out again. The next one, 3 months into no contact, she's been sending insignificant texts throughout these 3 months, and I didn't respond to any of them. Good. And last night she texted me reminding me of how I made her life easy and made her life beautiful, and not having me around has made her miserable. Well, then why did she break up with you? What should I respond? Should I even respond to this? So yeah, now she finally said something significant. So I would respond with just that. I would say, well, if I made your life so easy and beautiful, why did you leave? Right? Let's get real. Let's see what she says. The next one. I ignored his text last week. It was insignificant. I had mistakenly responded before. I haven't heard from him since. Have I messed up? No. Stop it. You guys. You don't respond to insignificant texts. And they're not going to necessarily text back the next day or the next week. Usually it's at least 2 weeks. When they see that you don't respond, first of all, they think you're going to respond. So they're giving you a lot of latitude to respond. They're giving you 1 week, 2 weeks. And then when they don't, then it's like, okay, do I reach out again? What should I do? So they're just waiting for you to respond. And then if they don't hear from you, they're going to think about what they should do next. So don't freak out thinking, oh my God, I didn't respond to the first message, even though it was insignificant. What do I do now? You just wait. I talk about patience all the time. Getting someone back is not a sprint, it's a marathon. You have to have patience. Okay, the next one. The ex-girlfriend is currently dating or seeing someone. Went 3 weeks of no contact, and she texted me out of the blue asking if I want to meet her at this upscale restaurant later tonight. What the hell? So what you do is you ask her if she's still seeing that certain someone. And when she says yes, you say, then we don't need to get together. And if for some reason she insists, then you say, why do you want to meet up? Like, what do you want? What do you want from me? You're in a new relationship. It's like, what do you want? Right? That should be your attitude when there was someone else and they contact you. It's like, why are you contacting me? Okay. The next one. After 1 year, the text said, I just want to say hi. Yeah, we already know that I just want to say hi does not mean that. Hope you're doing well. I thought it'd be nice if we could catch up and say hi. I don't want to pester you, but would like to say hi. I think he wants to say hi. Yeah. He's with someone else. What should I say? Well, in this case, it's a year. Okay? You're most likely over it. They're most likely over it. They may just be reminiscing. So if you're over it, and I'm sure you're curious also at this stage, after a year, and maybe even if they are still with someone else, maybe it's not going well. So at this point, you have nothing to lose. So I would say, sure, respond and see where it goes. The next one, what to do if she apologizes for hurting me and asks me to move on? She said she'll be there for me whenever I need her. So it sounds like she's feeling guilty, but she's not trying to get back with you. So this one, you just give it a thumbs up. The next one, if he gave me flowers on Valentine's Day, do I need to respond? Then I said, are you in no contact? She said yes. So if they do something like that, a gesture, they send you a gift, we want to be polite. So you just say, thank you for the flowers. I appreciate it. And that's it. See where it goes. The next one. I haven't forgotten you and never will. This was the first sentence he texted me after almost 6 months after our last conversation. Yeah, you don't need to respond to that. It's like, okay, that's nice to know. It took you 6 months to say that. Next. She sent a text saying she's sorry for how she went about the breakup. She really loved me back then, and I was her first love. Said she wants to go into the new year with no resentment towards me. Said she doesn't hate me, but she doesn't love me. And she said she hopes life treats me well. So she wants to go into the new year not feeling guilty. So that one, you give it a thumbs up. See, I'm letting you respond with thumbs up now. Before I would say ignore, but now it's like, you know what? Give them a little thumb up. Okay. What if you don't respond and they start calling? So I've talked about that in other videos. You don't answer, they need to leave a message. So If they start calling, go ahead. Call away. Just don't answer. Next, we broke it off in August and he just texted me Happy Thanksgiving. Do I respond? Hasn't been enough time. Well, if they reach out for the holidays, again, you want to be polite. Nice with your words, tough with your actions. So you just respond, thank you, Happy Thanksgiving to you too. And then see where it goes from there. The next, my ex texted me saying, hey, do you want a chihuahua? This was after 4 weeks of no contact. People come up with the craziest things to text, right? Yeah, you can ignore that unless you really want a chihuahua. Next, what do you do if your ex texts you saying it's crazy how you still text me when you've never said a word to her? So she's trying to play you. She's being clever. This is clever. She's trying to get you to respond because most people are going to respond with, hey, I haven't been texting you. And then they'll go, oh, okay, sorry, I thought it was you. Oh, by the way, how are you doing? See, that's a way of getting you to talk. It's almost like guys when they text women, strangers that they don't know, and they go, hey, can I ask you a question? And then you go, yeah, what do you want to know? And then they say something stupid. So if someone says, hey, can I ask you a question? Don't respond. Okay, next. The ex is living with someone else, but still texts me with pictures of her grandchildren and memes about relationships. What to do? The breakup has been 2 months. Okay, so she's with someone else. She's not saying anything. She's old enough to have grandchildren, and yet she's acting like a child herself because she's sending pictures and memes without saying anything. So no, don't respond to that. Next, got a text through a friend because I blocked her, saying she thinks it would be a good idea to get back with me. That was a month ago. I have not unblocked her. Well, then unblock her. Tell your friend you're going to unblock her, and she can contact you directly, and you can see about discussing the relationship and go from there. So, that's definitely a significant message. Okay, does this work with attachment styles like dismissive, avoidant, fearful, avoidant? Yes. Interest level trumps everything, as my friend Doc Love always used to say. And I suggest you check out his book because a lot of the things I say, I actually learned from Doc Love. And the link is underneath every single video. You can actually read 10 free chapters and see if you want to buy the book. I would highly recommend it. Okay. The next one. What if she still wants a streak on Snap? No, the relationship is over and therefore the streak is over. You don't continue the streak. Next. After 3 months of no contact, he texts at 12:30 a.m. saying, I think of you often, but then remember, you're effing awful. Should I respond to that? No! Why would you respond to that? First of all, 12:30 a.m., maybe drinking or whatever, and that wasn't very nice. It's like, I think of you often, but you're awful. So no, you don't need to respond to that. Next, he texted me saying he needs closure. What should I do? It's been 30 days of no contact. He needs closure? Well, if he broke up with you, why does he need closure? Unless you're the one who broke up with him. So I would need more information. But you can respond to that and see where it goes. You'd want closure if you asked for it. So you can certainly see what he has to say. Okay. The next one is, he said, I love you very much. What should I say? Your response to that is, prove it. The next one is, what if she randomly texts you what my opinion is on her dress out of the blue during no contact? Interesting use of grammar here. Anyway, people come up with the craziest messages. No, you don't need to respond to that. That's not significant. Can't you see that's not significant? The next one. He texted me after 6 months of the breakup, and he said, I'm officially going to be the general manager of Hawthorne Suites starting tomorrow. Hope you're doing well. Oh, nothing like showing off, right? Should I answer? No, you just give a thumbs up. It's like, good for you. Next one. My ex texted me and said, I still think of you and would like to be friends. So if you don't want to get back with your ex, then you can agree to be friends. Otherwise, you respond and you say, I'm not interested in being friends. I'm only interested in being together if we are together as a couple. And then finally, we have a series of questions here from the same person. She asks, Can't we be acquaintances who ask about each other or help each other out sometimes? I'm asking because some people text me after a long time, like a year or so. Of course. If it's been a year or longer, and especially if you're no longer interested, of course you can respond. Who cares? And then she also asks, he called me after 6 months asking how I was. Yeah, of course, yeah. Saying that he misses me. I said thank you, and he asked if I didn't want to hear from him again. I said yes, that would be best. And then 8 months later, he hits her up again and texts that he remembered me and wanted to know how I was doing and if everything was okay. So I think he's just reminiscing here. Now it's 8 months later. So if you're over him, you want to respond, go ahead. If you're not and you still want him back, then you don't need to respond to that. So now I want to hear from you. What texts have you received from your ex? What messages, phone calls, emails, whatever? Did you respond? Did you not respond? And if you're not sure whether to respond, then I will tell you whether you should or not. And in the meantime, if you would like my help to get your ex back, you can go to theartoflove.net. The direct link is below and we will send you the rates. If this video has been helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening to a podcast, please rate and review. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.